What's up guys, Brendan Hancock here with another episode of Groove Subaru today, and today we're going to compare two vehicles from Subaru here, the 2017 Subaru Crosstrek and the 2017 Subaru Outback. Now, typically I wouldn't really compare these two vehicles because I find them to be quite a bit different, but statistically speaking, there's a lot of you guys out there that are actually trying to consider between these two vehicles, and they do actually, now that I think about it a little bit more, have a lot in common. So you can see just kind of by looking at it, both of these vehicles are sort of the more rugged, outdoorsy kind of look and feel to the exterior of the car. You can see over here you do have like the wheel arch moldings, for example, and then you also have the protective elements all around, just like you do on the Outback that you can see over here. So it kind of gives it the more rugged, outdoorsy kind of sportsman feel to the overall car, which I really do like. So the other thing that's very similar between the two is they both have the same 8.7 inches of ground clearance. Consumer Reports actually did a top 53 performing SUVs in the snow, and this was actually number 1, and this was actually number 2. So these are both two excellent cars in the snow if you're looking to kind of go up some more aggressive trails, possibly with some rocks and things. You don't have the kind of underhangs and things like you do on four-wheel drive cars. So you've got a really nice amount of ground clearance there for you. Other than that, some similarities that you're gonna see are gonna be the overall kind of drive of the car. Now, despite the Outback being a much softer, much quieter ride than the Crosstrek, which is on the Impreza chassis, both of these are they're both going to drive like a car. They both have both have high ground clearance, but they're both going to have a car-like feel. This is just going to be a little bit more luxurious in nature. Now, when I say it's more like the Impreza, I mean the 2016 Impreza. So this would be on the same chassis as, for example, a 2016 Impreza. It's basically the 16 Impreza lifted with 8.7 inches of ground clearance, the Impreza hatchback. It's pretty obvious the Outback is quite a bit larger. If we're looking at cargo capacity with the seats down, you're looking around 50 cubic feet here with around 73 cubic feet over on the Outback. So definitely a much larger car. And the Outback is also quite a bit longer as well. So if you are looking to do some camping in the back of the car, definitely would recommend the Outback. Now, in terms of features in the interior, even in the highest trim levels. Now we have fully loaded limited Crosstrek here. We have a fully loaded limited Outback there if you're excluding the Touring and the engine options there. So they both have EyeSight, nav, the same infotainment system, heated seats, dual climate, things like automatic climate control. Just like with the Forester comparisons when we're looking at that, you're not going to see wood grain trim in the Crosstrek like you are in the Outback. You're not going to have heated seats in the back in this Crosstrek like you will in the Outback. There's not vents in the back. You're not going to have an even higher trim level like the Touring. There's no additional engine size for the Crosstrek like there is with the Outback. So the Outback is the most popular vehicle that we have, and there's a lot of variations there and stuff, not so much with the Crosstrek. Now, in terms of space, feel on the inside of the car, obviously the Outback's a little bit bigger. You know, if you're a taller driver, you may be a little bit more comfortable, but the way they've designed it on the inside, very comfortable in the back seat. And we actually do a comparison of the Forester and Crosstrek where I'm actually sitting in the car and things like that. So check out that video if you haven't had an opportunity to do so. It's a little bit more in depth than what we're looking at here. But in terms of the interior trims and things like that, it's just a little bit more refined in my opinion in the Outback, a little bit overall, a little bit more elegant in nature than the Crosstrek. The Crosstrek through and through is much more focused on being sporty. It's why you have, you know, the two-tone stitching with the orange. You know, you have the option for a bright red limited edition. You know, you have a sport pack where you can put STI, you know, spoiler and wheels and stuff on it. This is a much more sporty, a little bit more attractive to younger individuals. We usually see with the Crosstrek. So fun car, really something fun to get really dirty. I absolutely love this car. I think it looks great with a cargo basket on it. Specifically, the Crosstrek with a cargo basket looks the best. So those are sort of the differences in the drive and the feel. Now, the price. These cars are not really that similar in terms of price. I mean, they do make a base model of this, but it's only available in a manual transmission, so you almost never are going to see a 2.0i Crosstrek. But that starts in the mid-22s. You'll start seeing the premium, which is the more common sort of basic Crosstrek, in the mid-23 range. So for a base Outback, that's going to be, you know, in the 26 range. If you're looking at, you know, a premium to a premium, that's more 28 to 30, and this is in the mid-23s. So almost a $5,000 price range difference there. So both of these will be equally capable of, you know, taking care of you in the snow, getting you up to the trailheads, things like that. It's just a matter of one, budget, which one, you know, how, you know, what's your budget, how important is money to you, I guess in that sense, and then also, do you care about luxury and sort of those extra features like that? you're gonna get the same heated seats, you're gonna get, you know, eyesight, nav, and all that kind of stuff, but the little tiny things, the trim, the softness of the seats, things like that. This is more sporty. The Outback is definitely more luxury. So one thing I'd recommend to you guys, if you are considering both of these vehicles, we've got a lot of the Crosstreks and especially a lot of these Outbacks. So definitely recommend coming in, test driving them, seeing the different trim levels that are available to sort of fit your budget and your needs. And you can always just give us a call, schedule a test drive. We're happy to help you guys out. So thanks for watching, I appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, subscribe today. If you have any questions at all, just leave them in the comments below and we'll get back to you. Thanks for watching and see you next time.